Hello there everyone, welcome back to Bombernews, the #1 only ongoing source of all non-bootlicking Bomberman news. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! During Nintendo's latest Partner Showcase Direct, Konami rose out of the woodworks and announced an outright sequel to Super Bomberman R. The game seems to focus on constructing and protecting customizable fortresses. This is especially seen in Castle Mode, where you, up against 15 other players, must defend the titular place from those who want to loot you of your treasure. The game also has the Battle, Grand Prix, and a plethora of other previous modes from the first title. Battle 64 is present as well. It also looks like the Dastardlies and Louis will all be playable from the very get-go. There's also a new story mode where a mysterious new foe is raiding a bunch of planets in the search of an element called Elonite via their Black Moon. The Bomberman brothers are obviously going out to stop them. By their side is a slew of new creatures called the Elon, who may or may not have elemental powers that'll help them during their newest adventure. In addition to your typical battles, you'll also be doing a bit of breaking into or protecting fortresses, as well as running around more open landscapes where you get to do certain missions and solve puzzles. While this is all sounding interesting from a gameplay standpoint, I must be honest and admit that not much else about the game is otherwise catching my attention. The cutscenes look the same, the Elon and the new big bad just scream Bugler and the nameless Hige, and I have a sinking pit in the deepest darkest depths of my big black beer belly that Konami's claim of this being the biggest Bomberman game yet might be stretching the truth just a bit. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. In other news, Bombergirl seems to be getting a makeover of some kind in the form of Bombergirl Rainbow. Coming in the form of a revamped arcade machine and an update to the PC release. The game looks to be more or less the same as the original. The only changes I'm really seeing so far is the inclusion of 2 new characters. Platina, a new playable character based off of Sirius from Bomberman 64, and, surprisingly, Mujo, donning his outfit from DreamX TV World Fighters. He, or she, now seems to be the new announcer for this game, coming in placement of Honey. This is a really nice addition. I also dig how her physique, for the most part, matches that of a female wrestler, so that is a really nice bit of attention to detail there. Truth be told, the information here is actually a little sparse at the moment, so I'll save the attempt at a proper explanation in the next inevitable news video. Also, the video Konami released commemorating the game's release has this really neat theme song. Might play a little bit of it now. I think I'm gonna stop that there before endless nudity begins. Yeah, I really don't care enough about Super Bomberman R2, all joking aside, to give it some sort of full-on analysis, really. Bombergirl Rainbow, the funny, icky hentai game, has more of my attention, honestly. No, not for the reason that you think. Shut up. Anyway, here's to hoping that the next 3 videos, unless something absolutely just mind-blowing comes up, are gonna be all the videos that I actually promised, i.e. the big old pretty video, the rebooted Bombermania one, and then the bigger review on my main channel of Klonoa Fantasy Reverie. That's gonna be a bigger video. That's the one I'm actually working on next. Or I could just change priorities entirely and the channel could just die out. I don't know. But listen, I'm glad you've all come here. I'm not gonna stretch this video out any longer. Until next time, I will be catching you all on the other side, scripted or not, of the boom.